Clockwork Planet. Legend tells that when the Earth was destroyed, the great clockmaker Y made a replacement from cogs and gears. Naoto Miura is a young boy who aspires to be a great clockmaker. However, despite his unique talent, sensitive hearing that can immediately understand clockwork mechanics from noise alone, he has made little progress. But this changes when a coffin falls from the sky into his apartment, revealing Ryuzu, a female automaton forged by Y himself. News of Ryuzu's arrival brings Mary Belle Brugent, the gifted heir of a distinguished line of clockmakers, and her cyborg bodyguard Vani Halter into Naoto's life as well. When she and Naoto both become embroiled in an action-packed battle for their lives, they discover an uncomfortable truth. The clockwork planet that humanity has lived on for a millennium is beginning to break down, a secret that many people will kill to protect. Rosen Maiden. Traumatized by school, Jun Sakurada spends his days at home as a shut-in, purchasing things online only to send them back before the free trial period ends. So when a note appears on his desk asking whether or not he would wind something, he assumes it was just something he ordered and carelessly circled yes, changing his life forever. A box arrives with a wind-up doll inside, but this is no ordinary toy. After Jun winds her up, she begins walking and talking as if a normal human person. With a haughty attitude, she introduces herself as Shinku, the fifth doll in the Rosen Maiden collection, a group of special dolls made by the legendary doll maker Rosen. These sisters must battle each other in a competition called the Alice Game, with the help of a human to ensure victory. The winner becomes Alice, a real girl who is worthy of meeting their creator. As more sentient dolls end up taking residence in Jun's house, and a foe from Shinku's past makes her appearance, Jun's life becomes far more complicated than he ever thought possible. Outbreak Company. Shinichi Kanao is a shut-in otaku with a vast knowledge of anime, manga, and video games. One day, after applying for a job in hopes of escaping his secluded lifestyle, he is kidnapped and transported to the 𝐻ԻNTA𝐼, a fantasy world filled with elves, dragons, and dwarves. Trapped in this strange land, Shinichi is given an unlikely task by the Japanese government: to spread otaku culture across the realm by becoming an otaku missionary. To accomplish his mission, Shinichi has the full support of the Japanese government, as well as the half-elf maiden Musel and Princess Peltrolka of the 𝐻ԻNTA𝐼. Together with this ragtag bunch, he will overcome the obstacles of politics, social classes, and ethnic discrimination to promote the ways of the otaku in this holy land. Kamisama Hajimemashita. High schooler Nanami Momozono has quite a few problems of late, beginning with her absentee father being in such extreme debt that they lose everything. Downtrodden and homeless, she runs into a man being harassed by a dog. After helping him, she explains her situation, and to her surprise, he offers her his home in gratitude. But when she discovers that said home is a rundown shrine, she tries to leave. However, she is caught by two shrine spirits and a fox familiar named Tomo. They mistake her for the man Nanami rescued, the land god of the shrine Mikage. Realizing that Mikage must have sent her there as a replacement god, Tomo leaves abruptly, refusing to serve a human. Rather than going back to being homeless, Nanami immerses herself in her divine duties. But if she must keep things running smoothly, she will need the help of a certain hot-headed fox. In her fumbling attempt to seek out Tomo, she lands in trouble and ends up sealing a contract with him. Now, the two must traverse the path of godhood together as god and familiar. But it will not be easy, for new threats arise in the form of yokai who want to devour the girl, a snake that wants to marry her, and Nanami's own unexpected feelings for her new familiar, Inu x Boku SS. Ririicho Shirakin is the sheltered daughter of a renowned family. With her petite build and wealthy status, Ririicho has been a protected and dependent girl her entire life, but now she has decided to change all that. However, there's just one problem. The young girl has a sharp tongue she can't control, and terrible communication skills. With some help from a childhood friend, Ririicho takes up residence in 𝐻ԻNTA𝐼 Ayakashi, a secluded high-security apartment complex that, as the unsociable 15-year-old soon discovers, is home to a host of bizarre individuals. Furthermore, their quirky personalities are not the strangest things about them. Each inhabitant of the 𝐻ԻNTA𝐼 Ayakashi, including Ririicho, is actually half human, half yokai. But Ririicho's troubles have only just begun. As a requirement of staying in her new home, she must be accompanied by a Secret Service agent. Ririicho's new partner, Soshi Miketsukami, is handsome, quiet, but ridiculously clingy and creepily submissive. With Soshi, her new supernatural neighbors, and the beginning of high school, Ririicho definitely seems to have a difficult path ahead of her.
This is the future.
Hero no Kakera. Gods and ghosts only exist in fairy tales, right? That's the impression that high school girl Tomoki Kasuga has before she goes to live with her grandmother in the remote village of Kifumura. After being attacked by strange creatures upon her arrival, she is soon informed that females in her family contain the blood of the Tamayori princess, who has the responsibility and power of keeping gods and ghosts sealed away so they can't harm the general public. At first, Tamaki has trouble believing this, but having 5 beautiful young men following her everywhere she goes, acting as her guardians, goes a long way towards convincing her. There's more to this job than Tamaki first realizes, however, and the path that lies ahead of her is fraught with peril and danger. Will she be able to successfully take on the heavy role that has been put on her shoulders? Kimi ga Uruji de Shitsuji ga Oride, based on a visual novel developed by Minato Soft. Due to family troubles, Ren Uesugi and his sister Mihato leave their home. They end up moving to the city, but find themselves with a lack of money. Somehow they are able to find work in the form of the Kanji family's mansion, being employed as servants to the 3 sisters of the Kanji family, Shinra, Miyu, and Yume. Being a servant also associates Ren with the mansion's additional servants and the Kanji sisters' friends.
This is the future. Human error. Evolution. This is the future.
Hayate Nogotaku. According to Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will go wrong, and truer words cannot describe the unfortunate life of hardworking Hayate Ayasaki. Abandoned by his parents after accumulating a debt of over 150 million yen, he is sold off to the Yakuza, initiating his swift getaway from a future he does not want. On that fateful night, he runs into Nagi Sanzenin, a young girl whom he decides to try and kidnap to pay for his family's massive debt. Unfortunately, due to his kind-hearted nature and a string of misunderstandings, Nagi believes Hayate to be confessing his love to her. After saving her from real kidnappers, Hayate is hired as Nagi's personal butler, upon which she is revealed to be a member of one of the wealthiest families in Japan. Highly skilled, but cursed with the world's worst luck, Hayate gets straight to work serving his employer, all the while trying to deal with the many misfortunes that befall him. From taking care of a mansion to fending off dangerous foes, and even unintentionally wooing the hearts of women around him, Hayate is in over his head in the butler comedy Hayate Nogotaku.
Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy this list? Or find any anime you're interested in? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos.